this is as thrilling a game as the Lakers versus Rockets game was the other day. It came down to the last shot. Tonight, one of these teams will inch closer to being in the championship game. And who will it be, the Lakers or Celtics? Let's find out next. At this moment, they are playing music that I cannot play, so therefore it's being blacked out. I think I should let the music play. Or don't put it in the game.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for LeBron James.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. James is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Avdija in at the 3 spot. And for the Celtics, they've got Sam Hauser. Vucevic is out there with Jayson Tatum. Then it's White, and it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. So here we go. It's game 1 of the regular season for both teams. And Doris, each one wants to start their year on the right foot.
Yeah, both of these teams have been waiting all summer for this game. Tip off to a new season. I can't wait, Kevin.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. White looking around. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Avdija with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Doncic for 3, and Tatum pulls it down. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
Here's Tatum. Deni Avdija making his last shot. And the shot goes down.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jayson Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Pass to LeBron. Reeves with the screen on Tatum. James, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's White, and again, Boston with the triple.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
Now, here's Ayton. Launches it. Avdija can't hit. Right there in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
The kick out to Tatum. Over Ayton. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by White. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, Great ball movement there.
Doncic passes to Avdija. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. White, good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
The numbers now for Nikola Vucevic. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Lakers trail by 8. LeBron kicks to Ayton. Down low. Here's Doncic. And it's in there.
Doncic so skilled at getting great position inside. And once he's close, folks, good night.
Pass to Hauser. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Doncic against White. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Doncic. And it's White missing.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of the shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
1:33 left here in the opening quarter. To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Ayton. Lays it up off the glass.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
White drives in. The shot's good. White's got 12 in the game.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Back to Doncic. The three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Vucevic is screen on Reed. Vucevic with the bucket.
Nikola Vucevic skilled at rolling hard to the rim after setting the screen. That is a smart play.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Pass to Tatum. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. And another basket for Boston.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Outside, Avdija. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Derek White has been on display for the Celtics. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action in just a minute. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low. Jackson
is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Garza in at the force line. That's the Boston 5. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Back to you guys.
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Hachimura. Here's LaRavia. Drills it from outside. LaRavia's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now, here's Kennard. Still scoreless. Pass to Reeves. Here's Kennard. Off target with his 3. Tatum against Reeves. Back to Tatum. Now Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Hauser's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Looking now at the numbers for Kennard. How he did last season. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Reeves. Can't get it to fall. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Shireman. No scoring in this one. Out to the wing. Pritchard from outside. They get it back. Here's Queta. Goes back up. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Reeves. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
Pass to Hauser. Pritchard with the ball. 12 points his last outing. Traps in the tray. Pritchard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Vucevic checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jackson Hayes. James comes in for Rui Hachimura. Avdija's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Shireman. Shot clock at 6. And it's Vucevic missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Avdija, a screen on White. And here's Doncic from the arc. The rebound by Jayson Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jayson Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
Here's Shireman. Kennard covering. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. And so it's Avdija with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 9-point game. And here's Doncic from the arc. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
3-pointer. Boston again missing. Lakers trail by 9. Floats it up for... Oh, James flushes in the alley-oop.
A history of great finishers in NBA history, but LeBron will top the list before it's all said and done.
Vucevic setting the pick for White. Pass to Shireman. Outside Tatum. And now running up the court, Avdija pushing it up. And Shireman pulls it down.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
And here is Tatum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Los Angeles substitution, number 15, Austin Reeves.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. White the pass to Hauser. Trying to get something going. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Boston Celtics.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. Here's a good one. Shaq Can't Dunk 32 wants to know, how do you guys deal with internet trolls?
Well, first of all, that's the most ridiculous name I've ever seen.
I thought it was pretty good, actually. I got a good chuckle.
Kenny, let me see your phone. Did you send that?
Jack, there's zero chance I'd ever let you touch my phone. No way.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. You know, Derek White has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Boston leading by 7. And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Avdija out there with LeBron James. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time. And now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having 2 guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Kevin?
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so it's Boston with it. Following the miss by Deni Avdija. Hauser finds Tatum. Back to Hauser. In the corner. Tatum with it. Great job by Tatum in close.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Lets it go from 11. It's good on the putback.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Pass to Shireman. For the three. Tatum from three.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
To the left wing. Here's Hauser. And the Celtics another three.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
On the wing, Doncic. James looking around. Reeves outside. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Celtics leading by 9. Outside, White. Hauser finds Tatum. 4 on the clock. Back to Hauser. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Reeves the pass to LeBron. James absolutely owning the inside.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. And again, it's Boston converted.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the Lakers also making a switch. Kennard's checked in. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 9 points. Here's LeBron. Rebounded by Hauser. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Vucevic against Ayton. Now here's Vucevic. He's guarded close over Ayton. And it's Vucevic missing. Lakers trail by 9. Outside, Avdija. Doncic left side. And they double up Doncic. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded it.
A nice shot by Doncic.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now here's White. He's got 12. Right wing. Here's Hauser. Drills the three-pointer. Hauser's got 6 points in the quarter.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. And here is LeBron. 11 points in the game. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Shireman. Now here's Vucevic. Now Pritchard. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. And now it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pritchard against Doncic. Pass to Vucevic. Over Ayton. And it's Vucevic missing. And a deep three from Kennard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be right back after this. This is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Lakers trail by 8. They've got Jackson. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Garza in at the power forward position. That's the Boston 5. Reeves gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Left side, Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Now Jackson. He's defended by Reed. From past the arc. Jackson misses. Lakers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take them. Hayes, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Reeves. Back to Laravia. Kennard with a screen on Tatum. Here's Kennard. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown three. Good night.
Here's Pritchard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Boston, let's get on for Celtics Entertainment.
Celtics making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now here is Hachimura. Doncic outside. Shoots the three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Vucevic. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one. Lakers trail by 7. Doncic passes to Hayes. Here's Laravia, guarded by Tatum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Lakers. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Laravia, following the bucket by the Celtics. Now Pritchard. Here's Tatum. Jackson outside. Knocks down the three.
Jayson Tatum simply does it all on a basketball floor. That time, sets his teammate up nicely.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 9-point game. It's James. From 18 feet away, the putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
You love to see Avdija doing whatever he can to keep the play going. Nice hustle on the glass.
White outside. Now here's Tatum. It's good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment to play the right way.
Three, good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Tatum with the shot. Cleared away by Avdija. Doncic against White. Now Reeves. The long shot, no good. White outside. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Fires the three. It's off target.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now here's White after LeBron James's miss. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tatum outside. And there's the three.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Shireman. Tatum outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jayson Tatum.
Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow with some more games to play. We are in round 3. Games we're going to have San Antonio taking on the Knicks, Dallas taking on Denver, and Philadelphia taking on Memphis. So long, everybody.